Although this is Nintendo 14 playthrough on Paper Mario. In the last part, we returned to Toad Town, met with the Star Spirits in the Shooting Star Summit, and now we now know what we must do, which is rescue the 7 Star Spirits. And this part, we shall talk to the next person who shall help us on our quest to collect these Star Spirits. This guy with the spinning roof on his head, apparently. And he's saying we're out, and we're here, we need him. And finally, he comes out and just smacks us right in the face with his door. His front door, to be exact. And I got a lot to talk about ever since, I took somewhat of a 3-day break. I wouldn't call it a 3-day break, but just a 3-day struggle fest, if you want to call it that, because this, truth be told, this is my 3rd time trying to record this video. First time I tried to record it, I'm watching you, capture card, because I'll get to that later, but this is my 3rd time trying to record this, because the first time I was recording in the wrong format with my Dazzle, and then near the end of the video, it bugged out and the file got completely corrupted, which resulted in, the software crashing and didn't even save the recording. So, and even worse, I saved in the middle of that recording, so I had to go through the entire process again. That's why, if anything you might notice is different with my inventory or any levels or so, I will notice that. Second thing is I want to get a little update on the Gaming Master Guys' Mario Kart 8 Let's Play. It's currently on sort of like a slow process. That's why it's no longer being uploaded daily. It's because Jeremy went out to camp and such, and I didn't get his footage before he left, so I was only able to edit up to Shell Cup. I did edit all the other cups in advance. It's just that I'm missing Jeremy's footage. So once Jeremy gets back and he sends me his parts, then we can get back to Mario Kart 8 and Banana Cup will be uploaded. I won't be spoiling anything in that. You'll just have to see you guys have to see for yourself. Anyways, we're talking to Merlin, just taking forever here. One more thing I want to go over. I am bringing everybody's favorite. If you've been with my channel for long enough, we're saying hello. Say hello back to this god-awful capture card, and there it goes again. As I'm gonna have to get into the habit of refreshing recordings again. I haven't done that in a while. Last time I did that was back in Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, so it's bugging out, so I have to refresh the recording. Alright, we are back. I refreshed my recording, and now let's talk to these black toads that are in our way of where we need to go, which is Koopa Trail, which is the far east of Toad Town. Which is what Merlin was getting out of that 2-minute dialogue. And now these guys are blocking our path, and for some reason, not sure why, but he told us not to go back to Merlin for help. I say screw that. We're getting Merlin because I want to go to the east, whether if they like it or not. Strange toads blocking our path. That's ridiculous. Such a thing has never been heard of. Never. Get to the bottom of this. See what's going on. Yeah. Hey, regular toads. First off, the toad's head aren't black. Trying to sound racist here. The white. Okay, that totally sounds racist. I mean, look, it's black. Just looking at those black toads with like the black color, if you want to say that. Yeah, it's totally racist. It's totally a racist thing. And let's not go into racist things because, we've had this world has enough racism as is. So let's just not go there anymore. So Merlin reveals that those toads aren't actually toads, or Koopa Bros. Let's just duke it out right now. Come on, I can take you guys. Me and Goobario are ready, right? Goobario, with your baseball cap. I like baseball. Go Dodgers. Anyways. These are the Koopas. We'll be seeing more of them later on in our adventure, but for now... What are you gonna say? One more part, which I haven't revealed. So you get to the Koopa Bros fortress, you need help from a blue-shelled Koopa. Alright, keep that in mind. Just hope it doesn't blow up whenever we're winning. Like, if we're in a race, because that'll be great. Alright, so one thing I might have to address here is... Yeah, I accidentally didn't rank up my FP while playing back through this save file. I will rank up my FP. Instead, I accidentally ranked up my badge points. like a dummy. I thought for some reason I was playing what was it? I was playing Thousand Year Door, because usually you want to go for badge points by then, after your first level, but apparently that's in this game, you know, because they don't give you that many badges, then you might as well equip your flower points so you can do more power jumps. And I think, you know what, since I don't really feel like it, you know, I might as well do it. One hit, one kill. We did tattle the Koopa, that's about it. If you... I'll sum up what the Koopa does. If you... It has defense power 1, so if you just attack it head on with, say, a hammer, it'll only do 1 damage. Not really the ideal way of taking down Koopas, but the ideal way to take down Koopas is to jump on it, so you can raise... By jumping on it and having it on its back like that, you can lower its defense like that. So that's gonna be it for that. Now that that's over, we got some flower points. Luckily, we were able to do that. We were able to get those so we can replenish our flower points because we used power jump. And one good thing I find about just cutting these battles, it gives me time to make sure the recording is still intact. Because, you know, this capture card, even though I've only gotten 1 year of usage compared to the Dazzle, it still works fine. After 3 years of me having it, it's still pretty buggy at times. Let me fight this enemy real quick. So anyways, for a capture card that I got a year ago, and I bought it for about $180, it's not really... I'm not really that satisfied with this capture card, to be honest. I mean, it's a great capture card, by all means. It's a great capture card if it works. Oh, we got 2 spiky Koopas, so I'm gonna have to take damage here in a while. So yeah, if it didn't have the laundry list of problems, like black screen, a long enough black screen, which just desyncs the video and audio, and sometimes it'll like glitch out the audio entirely. If it weren't for all that, it would have been a solid capture card, but I'd say it ranks in the bottom. Maybe bottom or lower than the Dazzle, because at least the Dazzle didn't have this issue. Oh, let me get this other Goomba out of the way. There's so many battles, jeez. Alright, that out the way. I think I wouldn't really recommend, as I said in plenty of parts, I would never really recommend the Roxio because of it. You know, it's a cheap capture card. It's pretty good on the price, I guess, compared to other capture cards, but other than that, it's just the cheap price. I wouldn't say it's really worth it because it does have the huge issues with the, you know, the capture card has a lot of issues. Yeah, he got a little tough enemy placement here with that Koopa right blocking that spiky Goomba. So I have to take damage here again, which is not gonna be pretty, but whatever, we'll deal with it off screen. All right, so. Now that I got all the updates here in the beginning of the video, we can finally, you know, progress. Now there's a spinning thing that's just stalking us. If you run around in circles on it, then you can get yourself a free heart every few seconds. Plus you got the Starman jingle. And wait, let me read that sign. I passed that sign. Alright. Toad Town that way, left side, Koopa Rose Fortress, right, Koopa Village down. You know what? I want to go to Koopa Fortress now. Why? Because Goombario is ready. I'm ready. Let's do it. Wait. Actually, never mind. Because it's dangerous there. Plus, eventually you're going to come up to something that will keep you from going any further. So, eventually, later on, they're going to make you have to go this way. If I can remember one pattern with these blocks right here, is that if you hit them in a certain order, you get something special here. So let me see if I can... Nope, I can't. Maybe one day I'll get that right, because there is you can get a secret through that thing if you hit the blocks in a certain order. So we made it to Koopa Village, home of the Koopas, always. It's a tradition apparently to have a village full of Koopas. I mean, Toad Town has its Toads, Goomba Village had its Goombas, and now we have Koopas. And apparently the village has been overrun by fuzzies. Kind of similar to like in real life, you know, in parts of Florida where sometimes it could be overrun by snakes. Like it could be snakes in trees, snakes everywhere, snakes in your toilet, gonna bite your bum as you're dumping, which is really scary. Now with these Koopa shells, you don't have to help out each Koopa to help these Koopas try to get the shells, because once you get to a certain area and deal with the Koopas, then the fuzzies will go away, and really you don't really get anything from helping these Koopas get their shells back. And here we have Chuck Quizmo. Now, as he said right there, if you do successful, or if you answer his quizzes correctly, you get a star piece. So I'm here to do that real quick. So let me here. Goombaria's younger sister is Goombaria. I think I might maybe in a later video I could list, if I wanted to, I could list each answer to the Chuck Quizmo quizzes for those who want the star pieces from Chuck Quizmo. Oh, there's up ahead, which is right here. There's a save block that kind of hurt me right there. Don't touch for tips who are also let's playing this game. Don't hit save blocks, just in case if you got a capture card you can't really rely on or trust. So we're just gonna go into this bounce house looking house that looks like it's having a bounce house party in it, because it's just all the shaking and commotion. So we found Cooper. It looks like a pretty good Koopa. He's got them blue shoes, pretty nice. Got that red bandana. It's even awesomer. And so he's telling us to help out getting the shell back. So you know what? Let's do it. Because it may sound important. He may have that plot development. So let's go ahead, get it. Go get that shell. York. Give me that shell back. It's a blue shell. It's opposite of what blue shells do when they go away. Should be chasing towards me. But anyways, we got ourselves enemies here. I might as well just get this out the way. These are the fuzzies. You can fight them. Unlike in Koopa Village, you can fight them. But here, you can. Max HP 3, attack power 1, defense power 0. I think I forgot the Koopa's enemies. The Koopa enemies stats, which is max HP 4, attack power 2, I think. No, 1, I think. And defense power 1. So that's that for the Koopas. Now, with that extra HP, these enemies could be a little tough. Plus, they can suck your HP. I think, just for HP sakes, I'm gonna get rid of 1, because to be honest, I'm not really that good at defending against these fuzzies. Because yeah, most of the times they're just gonna get me. They're just gonna take HP from me like that. So that's gonna be an issue that I'm gonna have to deal with when fighting these enemies. I think there might be another enemy that's like this later on in the game. That's pretty much it though. I don't know if I'll ever get to time out these guys' attacks. As for the capture card thing, I could stick with this capture card. That is if it doesn't bug out on me. I do have it, so it's captured in the right settings. I put the software that I record with the Roxio. I set it to high performance. I put my computer on high performance. I closed out everything else besides. Where's that? Okay, good. I closed out everything but my sound recorder that's recording my commentary. So I should be okay when it comes to trying to record. I just hope that's the case, because I really don't want to have another recording issue. Because I really want to record this game and play. I want to record, edit, and no. Let me order this right. Wait, I just lost the thing. I should have paid attention, but yeah. Oh, so that's what. Okay, you're supposed to find the blue shell. If you don't get the right tree, then you're gonna have to fight some enemies here. So, my bad. Anyways, with the capture card, with the Roxio, I just want to play, record, and edit these parts without any issues. Oh, let me fight these. Jesus, never knew that this would be an issue. With this part right here, you have to keep track of where the blue shell is, and I did a terrible job. I was too focused on trying to get out what I was trying to say about my capture card. Now let's try this again, shall we? Use this on the right. This part right here is not that bad if you're paying attention to where the blue shell is. So let me just do this a couple more times, and we'll finally, do this. Alright, so it's this tree right here. It's gonna get tougher as it goes on. It's pretty early in the game to be doing something like this, where you have to just keep track of where the shell is, because you know young players could have issues trying to do this. And please tell me it's this. Yes, I did it. Yes. Okay. Give me that shell. So you know, just stop dealing with these enemies because they're really annoying. So let's just go back and give Cooper the shell, or he can come here and try and take these Koopas on himself without a shell, or you could just be here just so I can get the shell earlier. So you spared me all the backtracking. Thank you, Cooper. I really appreciate it. I hope you know you could be really good. Wait a minute, I gotta say it. I gotta wait for the game to tell me that. I have an idea. Professor Colorado, I think that's his name. Colorado. It's like some sort of Koopa pun, where you know they named someone. They named him off a state, Colorado. I'm not gonna go into in-depth detail about Colorado because you know sports teams. Ugh. So, what is this guy gonna want? What's this guy want? He wants to join us on our quest? You know, remember when Merlin said about the whole taking or finding the guy with the blue Koopa? Well, he kind of fits the bill right. I mean, he's got a good attitude. He knows when to not to give the player any issues. You know what? Let's have him join us. Could be much use of us on our quest, because now we're getting to the first party member that can actually do stuff on field, unlike Goombario, which just tells us random stuff. Here we have Cooper. If we push down on the C buttons or C sticks, if you're playing the virtual console, you can make him go reach out to further distance and hit switches, collect items, etc. And you can use him to battle as always. And if he wants to switch members, we can push right on the C buttons, and at any time we can switch from Goombario or Cooper. So that's it. And it seems as though the fuzzies aren't going to go down. They're not going to take us just walking away with that shell, thinking we're all awesome. But you know what? You're dealing with the wrong plumber. Say hello to my fire flower. Bye. Bye-bye. Burn and say bye-bye. So we get 12 star points. We're almost there to our next level, so I can finally get my FP ranked out, which I should have done when I first ranked up. But unfortunately, that's not the case because my darn recording issues. Alright, so here's the first part where we can actually test it out. Just push down C. And we get our HP plus badge. So at any point, you can, if you get more badge points, I think I do have more badge points. Let me see. Oh yeah, I forgot to equip badges. Silly me. You can equip that, and it increases your HP by 5. Pretty much the same way. Pretty much acts as the same way to if you rank up, or if you level up and choose HP. So you can do that to, you know, if you want to change your mind on what you chose to rank up, which is highly recommended if you're indecisive on what you want to rank up. Alright, so I think we've been going on for long enough. I think that's going to be it for this part. Tune next time for the next part of Chapter 1 in Paper Mario, as we're going to be heading to the Koopa Rose Fortress with our new partner named Cooper. So till then, see you guys later.